Hi everyone, this is Simon from CramTheExam. In this video we're going to have a look at the answers to the use of English reading exercise, which you can find in the link below this video. Just before we have a look at the exam question, first of all I'd like to say I found this question and more excellent materials at flo-joe-com, which is the place on the web for your Cambridge FCE First CAE Advanced Exam Preparation. So after you check your answers, go to flo-joe.com to do more exam questions. Okay, the exam question. Did you do the exam question in exam conditions? Have you got the test and answers in front of you now? Did you have a look at the links in the description below, which gives you excellent advice about how to do this exam? Okay, let's have a look at your answers. For question number 1, we have to choose the answer which collocates with the idea of best-selling books. Now, we know if it was music or DVDs or something like that, there would be charts, top of the chart. But we're talking about books and best-selling books. What's the word that we're looking for here? List. For question number 2, we have to choose the correct superlative form which collocates with the idea of success. And out of the 4 answers, that we've got, there's only one possible answer that can collocate with success, and that is B, greatest success. For question number 3, we have to consider the whole sentence in general to get a good idea of what the context really requires from us. If we do that, we can see that the author is trying to make a difference between the books and the TV and film adaptations of those books. Now, the TV and film adaptations may, as we all know, include changes or not be quite so faithful to the book. So when we're referring back to the first source, in this case the books, where we see these characters that are being talked about, we talk about the original source, or in this case the original book, which is why the answer is D. Number 4, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All we've got to do is get the correct vocabulary that collocates with the idea of starting, the place that you start from, in other words, the starting point. For question number 5, we've got to choose the correct collective noun that collocates with paper. And there are 2 possible choices. We can either say sheets of paper or we can say pieces of paper. However, there's a difference in how we understand those 2 different collective nouns. Pieces of paper may refer or may cause me to understand as just elements of paper. So paper which has been torn up into little bits and I just take a few pieces of paper. Whereas a sheet of paper refers to a nice A4 perhaps piece of paper. And given the context that's being discussed in the article, I rather think the answer is going to be a sheet of paper. Question number 6, we have to choose the correct verb which collocates with the noun that follows, which is notes, and of course you make notes. For question number 7, there's a number of different ways that we can approach this. We can have a look at it from the easiest point of way. Simply speaking, you get on a train and you get off a train, which is why the answer is off. Or we could have a look at it from the point of view of analysing the other answers. If we have a look at A, you have to get out of a train, and of course that language isn't there. For B, you have to say down from, and of course from isn't there in the text, so we can't say that. From itself doesn't make any sense, so the only one that does make sense is C, which is off. To get question number 8 correct, you have to pay attention to the analogy which is used at the beginning of the sentence, and that is recipe. In a recipe, you have ingredients, and we can talk idiomatically about other things having ingredients even if they're not a recipe, particularly when we use the analogy of a recipe to explain parts of something. So here the answer is the ingredients of a story. Okay, I hope you managed to get most, if not all, of the answers correct. If you'd like to see more videos which cover the free and publicly available exam questions on the internet, then check out our Facebook page and YouTube channel. However, if you want to do exam questions from the leading course books like Gold, Expert and Ready 4, then please go to CramTheExam.com, where, for the cost of 1 hour's work with a teacher, you can get a month's access to all the video teaching resources for all of the course books that we cover on the website. That's right, 1 small monthly payment and access to everything at CramTheExam.com.